Erica Natividad joins us now. And Erica, you were following this trial from day one. You were there every single day. And there is a new development as questions mount about whether this case was handled properly.
That's right, Cynthia. We have breaking news from the Toronto Police Service. Police Chief Myron Demkiw has ordered an internal review of all aspects of plainclothes policing. That includes equipment and procedures for officer and public safety. This after you mentioned concerns regarding several issues around police conduct after the acquittal of Umar Zameer.
I think one thing that needs to be understood, when officers are in plain clothes, they must, and I emphasize it, must take great care that their approach and their behavior is such that is not threatening or intimidating.
Criminal defense lawyer Sonia Schickman says in her practice she's seen how police interactions with civilians can go wrong, noting this trial has highlighted an ongoing issue.
If you're going to investigate a crime in plain clothes and react in urgent circumstances, there has to be a recognition that all care must be taken to do it safely.
One of the main focuses of the trial was the manner in which Constable Jeffrey Northrup, his partner Sergeant Lisa Forbes, and two other officers in an unmarked police van approached Zameer's vehicle while he had his pregnant wife and 2-year-old son in the car. Forbes told court she and Northrup walked up to the car and that she identified herself. But Zameer and his wife said they did not know the two were police, as what they viewed as two strangers rushed the car and began banging on it aggressively when he locked the doors.
I would anticipate there'll probably be an inquest in regards to this death. And I think any opportunity where we can look at processes to make things safer for our members and also safer for the public is always a great opportunity to undergo.
Zameer's defense attorney Nader Hassan telling CityNews that he believes there is room for improvement in this area, but raised larger concerns about police behavior in court. In her jury charge, Justice Anne Malloy touched on a significant problem in the eyewitness testimony of the 3 police officers who told court they witnessed Northrup standing in the middle of the laneway. That evidence refuted by 2 collision reconstructionists and security video. If 3 versions are wrong and wrong in the same way, Malloy said, you must consider whether there has been collusion.
The TPA president congratulated all of the officers who took the stand in this case. Yeah, some of them should be congratulated for telling the truth, but some of them should be reprimanded and disciplined for lying under oath, lying to the Canadian public, lying to the jury. And unfortunately, I am not going to be holding my breath to see that type of accountability.
If there are concerns about this, then they would be followed by the courts, by the Crown, and also by the police service. And I can tell you at this time, there is no such investigation or anything going on as far as I'm aware of.
Do you think there should be?
In this particular case, I don't believe so.
Well, we also have word that Chief Myron Demkiw has also requested that the OPP do an independent review following those comments, as I mentioned in my story there, from Justice Malloy, and this will be regarding collusion, potential perjury among those officers, and it will also cover conduct procedures, practices, and training. So this is a huge development, Cynthia.
This is a massive development, Erica, and as somebody who was in that courtroom every single day, is this an acknowledgement of the concerns that have been raised and that perhaps A, police weren't trained properly on how to handle a situation like this where they're in plain clothes, and B, their actions on the stand?
There certainly was a lot of public pressure, Cynthia. You know, yesterday following that verdict, the chief did not take any questions from media, and these were the questions that we had. Should there be a review? Are you going to look into these officers with the allegations of perjury? As I mentioned, Justice Malloy, in her charge to the jury, you know, she said, I can make comments, you don't have to accept them, but listen, 3 officers all said the same detail and they all got it very wrong. How is that possible? You really have to think whether there was collusion there.
Okay, there is definitely going to be a lot more coming on this situation, and I know you'll be on top of it. Thank you very much for joining us, Erica.
Thank you.